Hey guys, how's it going? Cry here, and welcome back to my Premier League prediction series. So, technical difficulties are fixed. I found the iPad. Excuse the hood, it's Friday. I just got back from sick form. I'm tired. Leave me alone. My hair's wet. Yeah. Technical difficulties have been sorted. So we will be back up to the usual sort of maybe 2 episodes a week schedule. I just need to get settled in a little bit more to sick form. Get used to the show I'm doing, but hopefully this will carry on going. I'm definitely going to carry on this series because I like doing this series. I like thinking I'm going with the series. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more like this, and let's jump straight into it. So last week's predictions weren't brilliant. I got a few spot on. I didn't get that many actually right though. I predicted quite a few draws, and a lot of teams surprised me, such as Bournemouth. Got some surprise wins. But yeah, let's just move on to this week now. You get what I mean about my hair? Like, I might just cut it off with these scissors. Ugh. So, first up this week we have Fulham versus Watford, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 Watford win. I think Fulham are playing relatively well, they're just not getting brilliant results. My teeth look a bit green, so I've got the Premier League website over there, and it's reflecting. But yeah, first game, I'm going to go for a 2-1 Watford win over Fulham. The second game of the day is Burnley versus Bournemouth, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 Bournemouth win. They've looked a lot better and a lot stronger than Burnley have to the start of the season, and I suspect that they will get the job done. I just think that, Eddie Howe said, or who was it? It was Asmir Begovic who said that their front three is the greatest in the Premier League, up there when they're on form. I don't think that's quite true, but yeah, I think they've got enough firepower to get the job done today. 2-0 against Burnley. Next up is Cardiff versus Manchester City, and I'm going to go for a 3-0 Manchester City win. I don't think Cardiff will get a goal. They've actually been in relatively decent goal scoring form. They got 2 against Arsenal, 1 against Chelsea. They went ahead against Chelsea, and I was hoping they could carry on and just nick a win, just sit back for the rest of the game. But unfortunately, Hazard sort of got a hat trick. But I just think City will have too much in the tank for Huddersfield, and I think they will win 3-0 away from home. Next up is Crystal Palace versus Newcastle, and I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Newcastle haven't played badly this season, they've just not got brilliant results. So yeah, 1-1 draw. Next up is Leicester City versus Huddersfield Town, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leicester win. Huddersfield maybe could sit back and snatch a draw. I think it's probable, but I just think Leicester will have slightly too much in the tank to cope with. No. I just think Huddersfield won't quite have enough in the tank defensively to cope with Leicester's attacks. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 Leicester win, or maybe even a 2-0. I don't know. I think 2-0. 2-0 Leicester win. Gosh, video is a shambles today. Next up is Liverpool versus Southampton, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 Liverpool win. I think coming straight off their defeat of PSG at home, their 3-2 win, I think they'll be full of confidence. Daniel Sturridge has proven his worth in the squad. Shaqiri's still on the bench. They've got a lot of depth. I think they might rotate in this game a little bit because of the difficult fixtures they've got coming up, but I do think they'll have enough to get over the line in this one and beat Southampton 2-0, who haven't had a brilliant start to the season. Next up is Manchester United versus Wolves, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 Manchester United win. I don't think it'll be high scoring. I think both teams will have chances. I think Wolves might even have more chances and better chances than Manchester United. It could easily be a draw, but I'm going to go with the experience of Manchester United to get over the line with this one with a slim but important for them 1-0 win. Next up is Brighton and Hove Albion against Tottenham, and Tottenham, having lost 3 in a row for the first time under Mauricio Pochettino, will be looking to bounce back. With this one, away from home against Brighton, there will not be an easy game. Obviously, Brighton beat Manchester United and gave Liverpool a very good run for their money. However, I think that Tottenham will just about have enough, and I'm going to go for a 2-1 win over Brighton. I just think they'll attack. If Harry Kane can actually turn up and recover from this sort of fatigue maybe that he's got from the World Cup, I think that they'll have enough. But if Brighton turn up and play like they did against United, it could easily be a draw. So, but it's going to be close. But I'm going to go for a Tottenham 2-1 win. The penultimate game of this episode of... What am I on about? This episode of Premier League predictions really is a shambles, but excuse this one. This is a bit of a one-off. They won't all be like this. Next up is West Ham versus Chelsea, and I am going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win. West Ham did show some improvement in their last game. They managed to get a win. However, Chelsea are much different opposition to the team that West Ham played before. A lot more difficult opposition. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win over West Ham. Finally, we have Arsenal versus Everton, and I'm going to go for a 2-0 Arsenal win. I think Everton have started the season strong, and again, I could quite easily see them getting a draw, but I just think that Arsenal have a little bit too much for them, coming straight off their beating of whoever they played in the Europa League. Can't remember what their name is off the top of my head, but Aubameyang got 2 goals. Some ways the experience would be good, but then they also might tire. So I think they'll win though with 2-0. There we go, guys. That was my episode of the Game Week 6 Premier League predictions. It was a bit of a shambolic one, not very well put together. I'm a bit tired, a bit of a mess coming out of sick form. I'm fine, subjects are fine, everything's fine, it's great, but I'm just exhausted. So I can't be bothered to re-record it, so just enjoy it, do whatever you want with it, like it, subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Let me know in the comments if you agree, and I'll see you next time.